deep communication here. Any okode de ebe enso ewo. Minhwehwe mu no ema me hu say yes another course emma awarefo mu no ye feel so lonely and ye awarefo wa ha say nso ana say chese yakọ relationship bi ma ye nyina ya adesua obetimi ya ade on e de wo de aba beka ho. Yes, busy schedules and imbalance responsibilities. And so it ma obi e feeling lonely. Unresolved conflict. Entawantawa bi wo yentem maka be ma na anti ase me kwa kofreti brainy me kofre papa wene ebe sa ade na wo fra me dodo wo na age dodo na ni nyina no ma especially ye ma no asena ye distance ye ho ye feeling lonely omo anesen. Do you believe say we be e causes affect ya warrior ema partners ni be feeling lonely and I say who de obe ade on ye tio
Nana, yes, and also your factor. Now, before some tackle with the yeke, mamenka ahane kakrebi.
okay
And I won't say our real nankasa na shasieno. The by ye before more the way we were being raised, you know. Ain't you know, ye mutu do no, and nay na do na that self-confidence. Omutibi express your mo said your mope. Ye mani ye me mani biko koshia. Be me ya okakofa obey. Onim se wono, wompe oba o ye koko, ana wompe oba ebia, or sorry 7 o'clock. Bema ya ono so kwakofa ni onim se mempe bema wabo rasta ana bema watching nika atoneto. But because of society pressure, because you say or at the time I so say was so worry and I be binti no all kono almost deep questions. Ye wo baby o hodma wo your ba ye ne no two na mo but on your ba or heba. Your baby bi wo two na mo but on your ba or heba. Your baby bi wo you good as a husband but on your father. These are all the things that you musem intino ade na won pe no okono me fa ne say bra muzu no ne kwakotena bra muzu ye obi a sebio ono akwa odi ne hu ni wo huru ne kukom wo huru ne nchensi mu kama oye ne bibia esan se wo power intino bambala me kokodu ya bra muzu ye de efie de ye ma be ma nya hwio mi ankasa meye ja be na ja to na menye ma wo
okay
yes ana sa de no na bra muzu di hu ya wo de fall in love de ma wonti a odi ababe ware o odi babe ware o no wabe ye mame now no you cannot do it de bia to say de was the bia wo ye man no nti bibia e den asesa e ho na de problem ne sha ase e ba no because what you started no untimi amfa nkwa wiye what you say eti e ho no bo na the distance nketenkete ba ana woni bema ana wo bet na oba wo empathy bema wo empathy e ho hia pa so woni ni party na se nipa no enni ehomobro na nipa ni ntimi comprehend ya ni nyina start from the beginning woni na etwempna no wasem hia bia na obi bia wo ka kire no no wo ka o sheda focus na was say in the middle of wo ka wasem no so the bibia bebom of say no important wo no a e red flag hweni ye sa nipa no ana ne bekwa aware mu a woni ne kasa na wo ka wasem hia no na wono so no wabona to ato baby because wo de hia no ebio no the same ade na bia so na wo de call wo ni nipa na betena ase no ade a mo de share mo ho yedie betena ase no ade a mo de share mo ho yedie mento sebe ena mo de share ase mo di mo ho saa ni ade nti the communication a mo ye no mo te mo ho ase ayedie ba ne no wanyina bedru ba bi se ene mabe maame mabe papa bibia sesa mi hia se anka edie ni firi ho a anka komofoforo bi be de enkoso but o show they say what we specialty power hodom no eyedie enti hodom no na wonimo for that but rather no so hia enkomodie bi na adwenkyira obeko an ex or somebody who is expert on that area enti before someone ni pa be ba ware you have to show yourself all around me yourself what dia kecha e ma na how ye mu bi ohonum a ye sua no akire obi so ohonum a ontimi nka the feelings ankasa na enkyire enipa ne se ne ope me ade we mempe anyway obi ohonum ontimi nka nkyire nipa ne se ase osuro nipa na ni mi kokai wo jame enkrata wo ya ma minti no jaye your friend say ba me ne na wo no jankra ne bo me so afi na ni feelings ankasa na se ni true identity no ehenimu empie ye ti be mo ne tie kra mpo no opa ne ho ani kan so onim se ne yire kra ne tie no oye comedian kra mpo sen de ohwehwe no wabonten no nipa bebra ware they don't even know their partner say me partner no kra nipa ban say no oye ti oba bi ohonum abonte ana be ma bi ho anu ate shock obe hu later no bo say bia me fan say ni kuru messages bi bro be hu se be we romantic pa otimi ka se twe e so ne tina akron ka se e bia bibi e romantic afi no ba no so be hu se oba no kwatimi ka se kokko ne penis ne so na no na be ma no wo pa tie na me ma se mbekwa wiye no e me ma wo three kind of life normal life we live mu obi ehu the secret life and the fantasy life
right
that the secret life no e no ni omo a oni office omo enheda enim ni nipa ba ya wo
maybe nso wo bi okode
yes me de beba ho ode bet na ho no ama obi ehu say say na me ye papa me mawale anye ye no na ye ne normal life na o live the physical one obi ehu no ne secret life no ye the kokwa mu na niam wo ye office obi ehu a I had to say eno na wode ye ne fantasy no ene obi ne dross na watwa ato so ne obi ne to akese na hye ne mu na anka no na anka wo pa as want to make oh na omo wo bi pa and I am man so no bi wo bi a ye pa di bi wa bi nya be ma udi no
anu dia je se wo ba art ye nya na
at zuba bra be na chiri aha enti na any your one man be on man nana because of your background baby free by any religion in your be near are you job when him say be me what the ade ne ko afa writer e hot the matching song no ye de and so obeda ho no wa fake no waka say bra muslim pacho be sura rules and regulation ni disus when so wadaro ye be siwu
me pacho mute my yeah na ye do aba yes ya na obi kasa bon se unya feedback e we che ye da se
aha na matching song no wonim see the far right ho na ye wode wo so ayo wo say missionary na pe what dog we ye wonim say your ba wa say pa wotimi di kojambo kunani na chese wa ye ne nyedoma na wa won nan ba sa so ba wale sofo ni to pe so yo wo say we sofo ma na wono na edi ne sofo na sofo die fa ho ben
okay
wow I was a way acrobatism in your money be ade enkomodie tembia no we obi a we good at enkomoni ade ne sa anyema we but because of nipa ne huhu ti ade ti na be ware obi na obe suro no na wontimi yi obi o one man dreams kwa wontimi share because say na mikru na eba na yenka no tum but nana hwe se ye ma bebre a mo api so ha ne ade na hwe obebre wo talent obabi o ha wonim nyum to na no ate oye we ma nipa ne hu se wusuban wo ban a wo ye ne wo ne krakra me de bekwa wie no obabi o ha wo da 11 o'clock na sorry adenti na wale a wo paint wo beka che brand say wo sorry 6 am na wo sorry na watch me no pe na fe de ade no aye we say wo enti no na we should be ourselves. We should love ourselves. Opa bonti am yehu, wo ye fie ba am yehu. Opontom greedy oni fridge ma mi bo, asem dua mu mani hu. Na se man te mo wase a onko ne baby, moti mo wase a mama ache on. What you say? Abuja for me sa kwa baby.
Yo, okode sa akobra mi hu se Dr. Angie Ebeka say aware ni bebre wo ho a e situational marriage ene ya na ye komu me hu se adofo bebre kiki okode kasa wo se ye okode you are right o na wo ko ye we nyina ye beka se wo ye bad girl e pa intino Miss Perfect also a question me pacho can question no na ye nya
yeah nana sorry o me wo question ba kuma okode mpacho manya sofo bi opese o ware mi ne mu odi o sha metimi
Sofo wo ye nipa, sofo wo feelings. Ma sofo hu say because answer no obey sofo say nipa na wo no. Sofo dia obedi en ka watopa ho. Wada uroma.
so when you je hu mani hu
mani hu so say sofo no sori na say ada opese o ye matching so no so okobo tons a chene to onum di ni wi aso okobo ne tons na de woni ni mu nyira say mu ni nyame ni problem.
Yo, yeah,
temi da se wada ro
okode ade ya o hwa agrada ne ne yire ni kunu ana
sorry mom
Otu esore wa sorry. Otu so tia so anadwo.
I rest my case
Yo, yeah, to us so na sa topic we a very sensitive, a very emotional a pint, you know. Mama yemfa serious no. Grada di di nechia. Gifty ye be fa adofo a mo pese ye fa mo nyina enche ye be drop bi na
na simie na phobia why
papa we na de eme se eneno ne kasa no papa we na de eme se eneno ne kasa no eme se eneno chese papa winter eno me ekoso e pa wo ne body ni mana ejuma na ama no abresa
Match we lose match
me say no nti ayo ebusuafo na ene ye ba be movie akọ emotional negligence ewo aware mu ana neglect yenye ne sa ewo aware mu no ye ba be ekọ eho no gifty mafao yesi who feeling lonely ewo aware mu it doesn't mean say aware no chese is doomed and I say aware no e baba be gua eno no a sign e say some work needs to be done. Attention, I say wo yare wa utmi say be a miti. I don't want to waste my time. Or I offer kwame. Ebia osimiti ya me ya e was say me per se me hia se was say me call hospital. Ebia and I'm sorry ya me ho en sheda enye me ye. But in prempi no ya na ya worry mu no say you feel say especially ye mani mu bi no say you feel say we are unseen, we are unheard, yeah appreciate what you will fear lack of communication, unresolved conflict and no ma ekokosu we nyina no ekosu wo feel ana you feel say ene aware no chese say ade baby a ekọ no say nyankopon amema ebeye den yo tata king ene mame fa we emount ye ya fe ye koso ye huhu course ya bobo courses ni bia ema ebia ye ya awarefo yi ye be feel say oh ya ye lonely ewo ya worry mu no say ye ka say emotional neglect ewo aware mu say na be obetimi akire ye mu ye wa aware mu nso no emotionally ne nso obi etimi feel say ah ye neglect me we dia say ye yi me ewo ho eho de aseme nko na me ti ho ibi se atimi koso
Yo, atiefo, me chill bia, madam nyina so.
me you voicing too much
Send them in a globe kasanti no.
oh kasa na ede
Where ni there. Yo, me chill bia, atiefo nyina. Emotional neglect no dear. It comes in so many ways and so many forms.
okay
I know, say, we all talking about communication, of course, which is the foundation or the fundamental on which every relationship is built upon. But before I go further, I just want to clarify something. The problem we are having in our relationship most at times is due to uncommunicated expectation.
okay yeah awarefo no before
Yeah,
na ya ware ni mu kura no unexpected
unexpected communication.
okay
And it's me obi a me sorry anopa me mpese obi abekasa me ho. I just want to be by myself and go through whatever it is
even with your wife
by myself. I don't want to talk to anybody.
okay
I'm the type, maybe when I woke up, I don't want to have breakfast.
okay
I want to wait probably after a couple of hours before I'll do my
Baby.
breakfast. And you know, if that expectation is not communicated to my significant other, say, look, maybe a son I'm here. Me sorry, me impekasa. Maybe when I wake up and I like to lay down a little bit and probably meditate, think through things, whatever it is. When I'm quiet, I don't want to be disturbed. Just let me be. Sometimes I'm in deep thought. So when these expectations, and I say this kind of behavior, which someone will see it as unusual, when it's not being communicated to the other person, or they say, na me comedian as a mere day, I don't know what is that. Oh, sorry, I won't kasa me home. What you holding me kasa won't cry won't feel me. But at that time, no, I am actually using that time to communicate to my maker. We all pray differently. I don't know how to pray, I don't know, 2-3 minutes. But I can tell you in authorities, I pray more than maybe 20 times in a day. What I say, every given opportunity, I mean, but men conquer Jinasi affect back. No. It is a many one of my say, where Smasi don't pen pie bow. The pouch you are making a mistake. Because then I will bow one pie no a different from saying I mean woman pie. Oh, person who go back, that's you. Mean so me person me then Me bo empire ɛwɔ nkokoa mu like private. Pray within myself. Obi friend meditation. I want to meditate by myself. And in the time no I will be kasa me ho no. Ebia I'm in the process. I'm in the middle of something mentally. And you say man respond and say mama will answer. Obe feel say I am neglecting you. But that is not the case. But again, if I have not communicated that to you, say ebia me suban sanet here, me sorry, this is what I do, this is how I go do my things. You will feel say you are being neglected. So first of all, no, I need to have that again. It comes down to communication. We need to communicate to each other. Say these are my expectations. Me sorry, no pa me srawa. Me nkasa me ho. Until say ebia won say makwa ko twi me nsen. So for you to talk to me, no, the signal is say makwa ko twi me nsen. Say me twi me nsen, don't talk to me. Obi speak to me akase say wo twi won nsen, don't talk to me, because now our upbringing, again, I'm a traditional individual. I'm deeply rooted, though I don't practice tradition. When I say I don't practice tradition, I mean I don't do abosunsem. But I'm deeply rooted in the teachings of our tradition. Growing up, no, when one say those of us who were born, like those who have been in my village, like the Tokorano people who know the Bibia woman also, you know how you do it. The Bibia woman also, you know how you do it. We don't like you could use private. You use say the two amona and na ubia ko diane adewo ho open. What you say? In the morning that you going to that place, who will be one kasani panel. What you say? Who will be a one chia ni pano? The reason being is say almost say who chia ni pana quite say who did ni panatem. Said they can from Mr. Miniwenum. Say who kwakone. And you kasani pano who did ni panatem. Enti yen kasa nipa ho se yeko akoja yen nan yen kasa nipa ho na se wo adware na se wo dware nso ayen kasa se wo adware na se wo dware nso ayen kasa obi ho common sense wo mu eni se nana be pa che wo se wo adware na se wo dware na se be ba se efa ne se wo fie na me twam na se wo kasa me ho ase mitumi bo ebe fie ho. Now, what very nice, I would want us to say to me, brother, also. When you are in the bathroom, you don't communicate to anybody outside. Because when you communicate to somebody outside, it's an automatical kind of indirect invitation of the person. What I say? Yeah.
So why wukunu kasa ho na bia she bathroom indirect invitation.
Invitation, yes. So even say abontin suni. Whatever you want, even abontin suni, an ordinary person, if you reach Hamukura, yan kasa nipa ne ho. Because again, a direct invitation. What is here? So for me, I grew up knowing for the tree. And I grew up knowing all this. What is here? So sometimes, like when I don't communicate my expectations and I say, when I put up a behavior and I say, baby, I say, I'm neglecting you. But that is me. Oh, sorry, I no pa. Me twitwi me nsia, me nkasa wan. I say, won twitwi won nsia, me nkasa me ho. Me sofobi or say, ono no ne yere, ansa no be kisiro no pa gudu mo ne gwa yiso ko twitwi ne nsin. Enye sa say, ma me ne bebo na sum bia. Edino, ono de osore a, okwa ko twitwi ne nsin. Ansa na wa be kisi ne yere, anasa wa ka gudu mo ne kra chine ne yere. What is here? Now, if this kind of behavior, and I say the expectation is not communicated to him, hey, your body, Schwarzenegger, but now so what is here? But the question is, has the person communicated that to you? Say,
okay.
What is here? So when you don't make that communication, you are always going to fail and assume, say, you are being neglected. And sometimes, we may communicate or we make an attempt to communicate or share opinion with somebody, but the reception will tell if to continue with a conversation or not. And And you know, may the
Okay.
idea, but let's discuss it.
Okay.
You didn't really show any much interest, you didn't show input. You shut me there right there. So I feel being neglected. What you say? So what am I going to do? I'm going to find someone who is willing to listen to me. And this is where sometimes we do make mistakes in our relationships.
Instead of going back to your partner, na wama ne hu se bi ada no asema me de to wanim na say na won support me ana wani nje ho no ehwa ano. For
Say,
example,
okay, say something that has happened over and over and over. I mean, we all do have our bad side sometimes.
Okay.
But say a dear it means say emotionally no, because Nana, why am I going to share a dream with you when I don't see a dream with you, when I don't see a vision with you, when I don't see a future with you? Where am I going to share my future with you? What I say? And why am I even going to help you with your dreams if I don't see a future with you? And would you with dreams, would you ideas, neighbor? I'm not interested. Because may share me one or two be koi and I take it nameko. What I say? So when you shut down the door, you open the opportunity for someone, excuse me to say, Miss Perfect, who is crazy out there. You shall open the opportunity for Ntakrahima, who is crazy out there. And then at the end of the day, you come, and we are Jimmy Kunu, and we are Jimmy. No, you open the door. Exactly. What is here? Because you were not involved. So yes, I will be in a relationship. I will be married to someone, but a person is not involved in affairs of the relationship. So one way or the other, I am being pushed to outsiders to go and seek opinion from outsiders. And of course, they say, in however they say it. So that's how it starts.
Okay.
What is here? Then you start doing the comparing. Oh, mihuyanka. Oh, mihuyanka. Ube huwa na yehu. Na eja. Na yehu. Afi ube huwa yesi yo. Or then we have a jiobwa. Ntakra no daji ukunu.
Yo, yada se wo ho. First ho ma yen. Yada se tatata king. Idea tatata king e kan ye no. We me pick wa wo ba na won so abe kire wa adwen. Ya awarefo yi. Ye set expectation a. Ye se ebi wo ho a wo se ye compromise enoma bi wo ho ana. Ukunu si anapa wo sorry ana wo yire se anapa me sorry a. Menchia me mpese obekasa me ho. Uhu se maye din a me kasa me ho. Na ye awarefo yi etoda bi wo ho a bibi wo ho a e wo se ye ne ye partners no e bi ono so pesa anapa ono so okasa mo ho o sorry ya no pese obe hagel na se won so si twintin atwa ya me pese obe hage me agese makobra hye me tita koye we ya na loneliness no ya nhwe ya na ekeke inonti enoma bi wo ho so a e wo se ya ye hwe se ye betimi anya ebi a ekwan bi wo ho a we can work it out together na ye mienu nyina no ye decide say aware a ye ware no ebeboa ya ware no ana say tatata can say for example yes o memo obi an record emfa nko for example say me pese obekasa me ho me so me pese me kasa ne ho a ya nhwe a na ede ohaw e ba be nti ho ne so wo say ya ye hwe ne ye yes ye best set expectation but expectations ni bi wo ho a was set you making sure say both parties no ya idea ya agree be boy yo offer kwame ma me ma wo mra o ka say o ka say wo bi kapa ye ti o
Okay.
You made a massive brain, me chair will be also.
me pa cho offer kwame enche kra memo offer kwame ka say we are memo abawai me sere pa yo ye ti offer kwame
Emotions, dear, you tweak as a meet me can it queenie, but meet me, I can say feeling. So, now, Papa Jerome or Becassa, you know, well, Papa Bia, if he say, the barriers in all bedroom now a brepa. Mede me matumi bibie egu enti obi a me meeting you bia me pese me ne establish good relationship.
okay
Good relationship. Even say humor cry between me and them to say emphatic for me ma said you almost see ye no is the best.
Okay, yeah,
Send to me massa dear. And ye free bibi family ana couple bia your friend French for friend somebody with confidence. So couple bia mo wo gidie wo ni mu na mo mienu mo ne omo establish relationship. Said the be ya problems bi ba we betumi akọ lodge wo hono na waka ne nsɛm a wontumi nka nkyerɛ ne partner no sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a entiaseɛ bɛyɛ adwuma because adeɛ friend in relationship deɛ yeah problems bɛbɛm because say for the simple reason say mo background no mo free different background mo culture no nyɛ pɛ enti ɛwɔ sɛ biribi ba a motumi nya obi a obesiesie but mwemu no deɛ sɛ mofa namfo a is the best me nim coop bi a o visit wo mo a hu say yes bibia ye kama wo mo respect wo home but wo mo energy eno ne eyi no wanya obi a wo ye just wo ye obi bia so and it's doable. It's only say we decide say okay this is the way I must go into all prince wa na for the mu betumi establish mo ho awarefo enamfo into me de kakra me di mamo ani why
fa ofa kwame nyame insure I at DT menche meba so atemi so ma omo emra ode oye efie ni afa physical neglect eho any emotional neglect eho DTM me ye me nhwehwe mu no me hu say yes say emotional neglect no yes say one partner consistently ebe faili ese enipa no obe recognize o on respond to you enipa no emiti wo emotional needs wo hia no enipa no hwe ye wo kasa bi o say de obeye bia no samafu say wo be gina ho onfa wo ho say ebuakwa adwuma bibi akoso ewo adwuma mu onfa wo ho yese eno emotional one ne kra ye ade a kyese ya ade a eku enipa inside kyese wa wo ni wo kunu ana wo yire ete ho na saa emotional neglect ekoso yese eye painful chain bibia DTM. What's your take on that? Now, emotionally, dear, are there any was say enka affect you? Any kwan say affect you? Say ukunu su umfiwa so you say dear wo kano and shed down funny ho. Now on recognize it if you wo effort ne no me ekoswa and also it me affect you be badly. Emma, enipa no it me feeling lonely and I send your culture mundi de nye bibia emotional no kra no eno so e de be no ye wo Ghana emotional be na emotional wo
But that's it. Good evening to be on the call. I would say it's emotional, no. It's me ma bodam in term saying physical, no.
emotional no timi ma o worry ni ba ku timi bodam
Oh yeah, emotional, no. Ma feel very lonely because yeah, fan say only obi wo ho. Na bibi ye. Wo expect say nipa yi me ne na tena che. Nipa me ne na bobrache nti se bibi ye me kura na me expect say nipa no hwe m'anim kura na so ho say bibi ye den ye me ana bibi ha me but sa nipa yi hu hwe what you say then afi no start bisa ho question say wonko na wo relationship mu na wonko na wo feel bibi ema nipa na you know physically no yes you find say wako kitchen bibi atwa na nipa ni gina ho a send the wo hu say we physical bibi na esi nti say nipa no hu say you know physical but emotionally uti oya uyemo ye oya obaby ye oya wako adwuma say the okay wako adwuma obi akoye obibi ya wako adwuma say the okay wako adwuma obi akoye obibi abefie wo expect say wo partner wo ho one ne ba be discuss o ba ya o ma topic no so yo trouble. I mean, my swire she me ye be before like Tinipa no and pay attention to you. The things that you think say matter to you, no. Nipa no is not paying attention to you. Sa idea no Emma feel very lonely because you feel said then it means that you are the only person now what relationship with him. What you say? Then do one then it's not a relationship anymore.
Okay.
Now quite to say uncle nam rebel and I own. You understand? And then ekopie wɔ so ahwɛ nwumire kora na wo feel sɛ wo go through some emotional trauma ne ade no nipa na san besi wo so pam ɔno kora ba besi wo so kora we misa sɛ wo mfe yɛ wo yɛ wo baby da bi na so ɔsi bie mu na me friendship na me kɔ m'anim so a lot of people are going through
so I will be for fraud the bema ninti na de ayi ameme
Oh.
fie bi
and also, but nobody, I don't think they are going for a dream so before from put the man. But it's just I said, while we're now with relationship, Muna say, other half about one, I mean, but so emotional, so emotional. I say there's that emotional disconnect in a lot of relationship, and ɛno na ɛma bebree get depressed no wobɔ nso obi wɔ hɔ a abɔnte wobɛfo so nipa no ɛwɔ correct relationship mu baabɛte yɛse nipa no why depressed yɛse wobɛte nipa no ɔnya ɛtimu yare ne ade nti no it happens. It's happening in a lot of homes. Yeah, I know that it's happening, and I feel say emotionally is more than physical no.
okay
And you feel it more, you feel it more via the emotional, and to us our for more relationship no. I feel say when it gets to the point where I feel say to me and wo and my partner
right.
in that regard now. But I think you have to sit down and talk about it. Because I would say it's okay as humans, it gets to a point where obia or bibia equals will trim at one point in time. Obi beka na sense obia so ayeshi, obi dream bibi ho. Sometimes I feel that it's unconscious.
Okay.
Say, you're not listening to your partner. But if that happens, the other person, should be the bigger one to come out and say, as soon as I realize this, me back na say me ne will have a discussion. You don't give me the time of day. What is happening? What I say? Say bring it start topic ne up. Na see me realizing the fault. Say sir, me put minimum say me view. So what can we do about it? Then say yes, you're really in a relationship. Obia willing setting. Or be meeting each other halfway. But if you bring up that subject, na sa simesi krono, eka just for wasemoko anymore dear, then say you are losing the battle.
Okay.
But I say, because
okay.
But I say, because like I said, sa nyoma ni bebre wo is here, bebre unconscious. Because areas no ayehye wan hwe bi wo ho a saa da ne okọ adwuma no hours a okọ ye nyoma a okọ ye wo saa adwuma nim ne ada de no ba kwa wa bre wo ne wedie nim through and through into no bedru na won so no wo feel say ye we hear asem but ono no feel say this is not a situation na wo de ba be ha or no ne problem wa ko wo na obey a bigger person I can say things happen. People behave unconsciously in so many ways. This is my partner. I didn't know me out. My main ring say on person be fee me. But me out na me ne nkasa na me misa no. Say maka ase otie ya na.
Right.
Maka cho say me call edwuma no obi di matem. Otie ya na. What you say? And as one hwe na me call edwuma na me expect so be frame me, one frame me. One send me text message. I feel bad. Then so by you be and and no so communication has to be very I kind of say
Meaningful.
important with relationship. I feel okay. So to me, I feel that all these issues with the emotional, physical, and everything, then boils down to communication.
Okay.
How are you to me and communicate effectively with your relationships more? When we say communication, we are looking at say, oh, Kasana, the other person actively no, is listening to you. There is feedback coming in and out of the conversation. But yeah, especially see it's natural. I feel say we take so many things for granted. Into no na communication part no na lack it. Because be it emotional, be it physical, be it biological, be it whatever, no, you need to speak to yourself. You need to communicate to yourself at a certain level. To me, I reach one conclusion. But if you guys are not able to do all those things there, then yes, you're gonna feel lonely, whatever situation you find yourself in. Yeah.
That's it, DTM. Yami in show pan art. Bremu ma yen pacho wudi no bo ma yen.
Within the true.
Achu, oh, achu yama
Achu.
akwa bana. Pacho
I
achu
am email
edi.
net so ten. Don't worry. I am email net not so
Okay.
ten.
You.
Yeah.
You and your brother achu.
Okay, so
Yama wakwa ba ohun ye die.
Rod Adam. Yeah, I'm beginning so be our platform was here.
Nyami
Yeah,
adu.
to join na ya share ye po masibre. On say me metien crofo kakra kasa but dia me de be sha sisi an no bia de beto na dwuma nka be bo ne se aware enye den aware enye den ba ko se
Easy. Okay.
who say aware ye den na che se when you ready don't venture because enye ade a obetimi aware enye den o ade fu pa o wiase ba ko no
Yeah,
e bia
worry.
na wuti na ye ye ngo hia be mo ne menyansa ana wen hia obo ne menyansa e de no to nchan a ya yitu kwan kakra ne sabe esun Ghana ware ena esun abrocha ware
Okay.
sisi ya Ghana no most of the people there mabe bregu Ghana ina nye odo bi no modenam
Nyodo.
they have set a standard bi amomo ho they cannot afford it nti onam ne nyina no oh mekoshia guy bi you get what I mean they are not ready for the match but they want match and to one adwene mu ne die nko an na wo se be ma ni ma dade I was say oh my god
Yeah, true. Mute yourself. Na yen alarm. Okay, achu ebeba, achu besaba. Na achu enkomo no ede edodo. Uncle Ben ye mo akwaba epa ebusuafo ene afi na maba be join ya ene ye discussion no ye ka about aware mu loneliness a eku awarefuo bi o wa aware mu nso no chese afanyinam se uni aware mu ye bobo enuoma bi so se ede be ekrampo na ekoso sa loneliness no ewo yaware mu no ye hu se lack of deep communication eno chese ni nyina kasa bia ye partners no ye ntimi ni omundi enkomo ema ne nko echire epa etoda bi wo ho a ye say expectations bia other partner no ewo bia ye ntimi open up enough ema ye other partner no hu sa expectation no ne nipa ni nima eno nso akwa akofa ohaw aba afi nso entokwa se asumudwie bia ye partner bia kan bibia kire yen chese mitini ma antene me pese me ne kasa enipa no ompese obetie de obeka no ni nyina ede saa ade ne ba enti e ma ye ba emotional one no ese because ewu ekrom Ghana ye de emotional na ebia imu bi kra wo ha na ye nim ye hu se ye se emotional de no de tiembe ma ye hu se chese eno de eye deadly eno ne ya de a chese ekum enipa epa na meye enhwehwemu no me hu say yes emotional one no ye bibi no affection gifty oh eho a yes no affection emotional closeness just a closeness ni ho na affection ne kura say ya ye kasa ya ye Ghana free me de kasa affection na eno ne de ben yɛse ɛwɔ emotion nim sɛ affection yɛyɛ awarefo yi deɛ ɛyɛ dɛn na yɛ show affection afoforo koraa sɛ yɛ pia abɔnten na yɛhu sɛ asɛm ato bi a kyɛ sɛ yɛ feeli na yɛpɛ sɛ yɛboa nipa no yɛkorɔkorɔ na dɛn na yɛawareɛ mu deɛ yɛni no affection etimi ɛma obi feeli lonely gifty wayɛ ɔbaa yi bra emu ɛwɔ hɔ ma yɛn ansa na wɔbɛba me hu sɛ yɛnua akuya bi ɔsɛ nana enye izo lack of empathy can be a mental issue but there are signs that may be easily ignored or unnoticed hwɛ saa enuoma no nana ɛha adwene o mentally no wanhwɛ ye pa kyɛ sɛ ɛha adwene sɛ nipa no wɔmfa ho wo kyɛ sɛ wepra sɛ wokɔ adwuma mu pa to da bi a wokɔ adwuma mu a stress ɛwɔ hɔ no ebi kura na ya ma o ya right o aposenche ye be you di o job performance nkoye obefie wo ka kire be ma no suban boni nti no e na adwumam se o du suban ne ko adwumam oba enso no aka kire ni kunu o de na minim wo fie na ate a wo de teateam eno na ade akọ adwumam ho enu nti a na ya ma wo lete na saa no ma we na akoso gifty me patro utimi ekasa say emotionally no affection. Yes, say no affection ewa aware mu. Emma ebitimi feel lonely. Na affection no kura ne de ben.
Nana meda sepa meda omuni nyina wo platform ne nyina me chia obia. Nana, this topic now the buy no. Very 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 important. Very 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 important.
That's it.
And I know ye topica emu ye drupa. Meska say a lot of us no. Sa niema we ni nyina ye kanene a ye hu waware mu no. Ye hu sign no from beginning of the relationship no. But no ade a meka kire oba biada na bema biada say se wo hu sa sign we mu wo relationship ma en wari sa nipa no
Jani pano
because no sign biada a wo be hu e wo relationship na wo mpe na wo ka kire nipa no na ontimi nsisa ana we hu sisa ya or repeating it 2 times 3 times per se won say eye ni suban
okay
any titi ya say na ye di titi ni pa no frifie ni nyina nso ka obi se wu ka say wu ware ni pa no obesisa wu bua wu ware na sa character no ebe ye higher and it can kill you enti se wu niema we ya eye say wu jai relationship no kra fa wo adwene jai and try kra enye sana nipa bebre awari but they are lonely in the marriage because nipa wuntimi eni ni nkasa wuntimi ni mfa adwen you cannot talk to that person. It's not, I can even say that person is not a human being you have to live with.
Wow partner no.
Because what is the partnership that me and you will become one. And Bible mayeti as say ye warrior we are one, we are not two. I say untimi be open up to you in anything. Obey difficult person to the extent say untimi run a brabum bibia be hide de ena no untimi bisa question nipa woni ni betna eye oba na bema untimi bisa no question is useless being with that person. It's very useless say woni nipa niti
emotionally untimi ne communicate obefia unini ni nkomo bibi hawa untimi nko kunu oyere ho osi ye useless say oni obi sa betna se
because no it's everything about them. You have to listen to what they say.
You have to follow their rules. And in marriage, we are one. The two of us as a couples, we have to be free. I have to be free to come to you to ask you a question. I have to be free to come to you and bring idea. Maybe who idea be what ubeya ebe boa family no. Like a business, we see some of women, we like business.
Okay.
Now, idea who penny nyina say I should talk to my partner just to support me. Now, nipa no untimi fane nkasa. Ana uka asem ne kire no krampo a. Onyi wano. It's like say udi nipa ne kasa. Unti nenim krampo na onu no oba be kasa obeka bibi kire wa na obebisa question dia. Say obo udi a wugya ne a woye ne nyina, then you pay attention to him or her. But wu kone ho ekoka bibi kire na discuss bi. Woof timi jina ho kra friend no be 2-3 times krampo no. Not ho na onyi wano a. And no sa nipa we mu bi no. Someone started relationship with you, they are very caring.
Sir.
They are very, very dramatic people. They are caring. Ni caring to you. No, ebema wadri be yose. He's the right person, but he's not the right person.
Okay.
Ube hu no say oh, you're caring. Kakra no wafro. That time now we started. Kakra no wafro.
We pretend na said the.
It's in what you say. What you say is the right person. Nasa we list mistake. Nasa wako nyimanu oko waru wia. Then you see the rare character of them. And sometimes you know, and your omu titiya omu womu fie. Say na ye bringing them up. Unsu kahubi.
Okay.
A lot of them no. A lot
Yeah,
of them
you have a lot of responsibilities.
Yeah, a lot of them so no. And yes, so be net entity or ankasa na titi, especially near onu ankasa titi ni hu enyi ya. Oye na adwin say near me ka bia no.
Yeah, fine.
He doesn't understand that say nipa we are menenity no. We are one, so we have to communicate. They don't know communication. And people like that, you know, they are very good outside. So you cannot say anything about them that people will believe you. When you talk about them, the whole world will judge you because of the way they are outside. But at home, their children even don't know them.
Umama ni mumu.
They don't even know who they are to them. Because nipa no onfa ni ba no mpo enkasa nkomobo bia ni oni, like said the whole family no, he said he's always like, I don't want to talk to anybody. So the children cannot even go closer to them. They can't talk to them. So they feel like iti eyesa na wa fa ne say minkwa na miti.
Oh.
So Vanessa partner no we wuko da na no oni wunche. So that's how you are living your life.
But that's it.
You can do everything to them as a husband and wife, but you know, they will never change.
Okay.
And you have to be careful. If not, you die in that relationship. Either you leave or you stay or you separate yourself.
Yes, I be woo. Yo.
Be what?
Gifty.
Ubenya yare ne nedi ube
Me da se pa gifty mame enko obi foforo so ye time ono intina me da se e powerful emo amode ba comment section ho emo a e ba mo mame ready bi na chese ye toa so is it heydam or say e ya semo me no me ko bibi semu na me ko mu be 2 years no na eja me ano mape me be bia metena because uni nipa ne wo ho ubusa ne question ano no se nipa no bo afu unti mini nipa no eni enkomo ma ye nuaba ekue bi se ya asem gift wo kasa no se chese no kwasem na wo ka Nana J1 or say a yampo, especially woma, omuni omuma menom, ebinumu, sebi, any diemu. Omuni omuma menom aunt no money family members, as ye de ne koma we nechina or kwa say no, sankro phone wo, just anger issues. Oh yeah, no mobuefu. O hima Victoria ye mo akwaba, ye da say, ye gifters mo tapono, mo e mesremo, Lady D, mihu epa. Mesremo ye, me ma mese wa adom wa Babylande ebusiafo ene ye topic ne ye loneliness in our marriages ye mu bebre ewo ho ye wrap up with emotional one no na ya ba physical one no ye hu seche se emotional one no affect ye pan because emotional one se no so e bi o ho na ye one sided effort nko a te se de na gifty kasa no o mention ye se to da bi o a chesa se awari a wo mu na relationship na wo mu no wonko na wo ne ho ewo ho wo try wo best bia wo try senka nuoma wo de nuoma besisi so wo make effort se oni nipa ne be communicate ye wo make sure say enipa no chese wo show affection wo krokro no o medo okwa adwuma ebi mo ho a ye ma mefo yi kra de o mo ya ade woma womu fremi ra eye mi ra woma womo di akrokro medo odi busan na se obaye wanimu nya mefe ne no ma ekosen o se adan na wa behwe manimu kura hu se manimu nya fe se manimu nya fa efa ho eyo business oba kope ba bi tina kefufuo ni mami midiwia na menkoda na chese wu make effort emu bi a wo de wadwuma a wo ya ne se yemu bi ye emani bi emema ni bi enso feel the same way wo de okan fufu wo ka benkum na wo wia wa ye laundry wa hyenkra no eda enipa no peso oba wo ho no aba wo ho eba sa na chese wu inside asem we why na wo de kwa akoma no esema mode mema aware no sesi ade mabaye benku sela meka benku meka fufu na chese ede enoma bebre ba ho no emotionally no sa emotional neglect say waware mu the more you try the worse it gets okode me da say ewo ho say uwo mu na afi wu hu de wo ye what try your best bia oni nipa ne kan enoma enkoya loneliness yes say ema your self esteem wona wo se wo ye hwan wo de eche say you coming from a good home ya training wako school and to say why you hu ye eche say wo self esteem ye high said yen na wo koshina partner bi na partner no ne nuoma bi eche say on value the way obesi aye wo no wan hwe ne nyame ka amema na wo self esteem ba from o self confidence be maybe or baby to me ma o self confidence ba from ba sa na resentment and so ba aware nim na afei obi fa ne ho adwene ene me sa be ma we sa oba we me kasa me boa na me boa ni obeye bia me make sure say ade no enkoyi empire bone kra na wo se me bo ema me kunu me yire na ne no ma ankoso a ene meye sa epa eno na emotionally no se ye ma ne de obi be kasa nana bia wo ye obantia na wo kasa emani bi wo ha ye omutimi nya self control na ordinary ato ne ma no emani bi wo ha na wo mo ma na ba be yi omukunu o se wo de mi focus ni na ne se me ye lonely but for the sake of me manage no me te aware anim na emema ni bi wo ha na emotionally no ono wakopo obi ewo abonten anase mani bi ho nso a otimi ko find ne happiness ewo abonten ni kunu ni ho a no ono nso wanya de one ne kasa na ni beje obesere na sa emotional neglect a wonye free ne partner ho no nyame adom obi foforo ba be occupy na ho no ebasa na awarija ya na edeba no yo yemra physical ye free emotion ne so no me peke o na bia wo bibia wo pese wo ka ewo emotion one ne ho a ubetimi akamba yemra Jerome ene ye beka na yemra physical one ne so na chese ye ntoa so enche ye be opin na pama wo pese wo be share bibia relationship bi aware mu anase wadamfo bi awunim no wo de wa cross madamfo na me cousin bi no na ode abana ye nyina yesuasu no ma tatata ken mi pacho yetie
I just want to pass a comment. And check. Na mekwakoda. Me morning shift. I'm sorry, best 4.
You.
Mba, Mr. Moa.
Emma, ye tie wo be
I
ma.
beg to say this, but you are married and you have no respect whatsoever for your husband. You are not doing yourself a favor. It's a disservice to yourself. In a sense, say, we share the hierarchy according to the Bible, which we are so quick to quote when it
Okay.
comes to men responsibility. Say, Bema ena eighty, just like Christ is the head of the church, or Jesus is the head of the man, and God is the head of Christ. For you to be prospect, and I say for you to be successful, you have to respect and obey them that have rule over you. The ones the person who is your head. What else here? People who are and say, oh, Abia, I'm making more money than my husband, and because of that, no, you will not prosper. Sikani de ubinya. But when we say na unye juma sabi usika mu emu ye dun sin ukunu no. And ka utumi bre once a man no respect no as the head, even though we Jimmy Kurana say respecting no. You do more far better than you are doing.
Okay.
Once you are married, you are in a relationship. That's a feel says sebe be man no na eye eti. If you feel say you don't want to be under that umbrella, you can remove yourself. But once you are still committed under the umbrella, with the mindset said the man is still the head, just as the Bible has said it, and you have no respect whatsoever to the husband. Sometimes you have to respect, though, not for the sake of the man, but for the sake of your prosperity, for the sake of the promise that comes with you being obedient to the word of God, not for the sake of the man. Now, if you look at the military, last thing I will say, Moshe military mua, nana, ubetumi ahu captain bi, ɛkyerɛ sɛ Friday biara gye sɛ yɛkɔfa no free ba ɛna de ne ba fie. But obi biara obehu no a yɛsalute no. They are not saluting him as a person, but they are saluting the rank. And you know, when you are not respecting your husband, but you are respecting the authority. And when you respect the authority, it is then that you are going to break through. Anka captain I cofa no free in Sabah de ba fie every Friday dey na kono de ne yeden. Obeba sabi otumi jai gu ne ho nyina. Anko de ne yeden. Be hu ni man de e be salutu no. Enye no na ye salutu no atare no a o hye no. Ne rank na ne bibia no a wo soldier military we no mu. Eno na edi obugoma. Enye no as a person. And you know when you're in that union, when you're in that relationship, irrespective ɛsɛ wodi obuo de ma nipa no a wafa no sɛ ɔno na yɛ wuti no ɛnyɛ saa sika no deɛ wobɛnya o but anka wotumi de obuo nso ɛka ho a anka you will go very far nti mesrɛ mo a ɛyɛ amoma yɛnhwɛ ɛho nso ɛda mo ase
that's it. Tata King. Twins man, Bremu. Meshada Amaya Baba be yet topic about respect. When it comes to your community, your culture, what is defined as ubu kunono, not brotherhood, ni mama kwenya. Not just say, yeah, but me who say, Emani be at your set as a respect, it go both ways. So, twins man, yet you not just a yam rapport or emotion, and I am physical. Twins man.
Sika no de obenya nso heaven no de lie. Tata taking ye dasi. So I know to you. Okay, the mpesa me kan. Me besa me share bibi kakra. Me divorce ye no. Me imagine say me na me pesa me ni obi akos. Na mpesa me hele. Because ade ba kwa me hu ni say woni jai aware na woni obi jai end the relationship. Na one hele yourself na ukomu wansha uhu bibi titi so we say ana na we so ti o na ebi so ana nye sa na oti make I say guy bi a me ne no call school e wo laboni e no ja message on Facebook say me nye den me friend na me start say me friend me friend no say eh na ade na wabetena kuruma waja wo kunu ne wo ma e wo Ghana na me si o me ni ho bi e no say eh me ne me ye jai o enti e be ya yen fa hwehwe so na me say ma yes na me ka che ne say uni bi yen hwehwe so e na me say me panacho me heal.
Oh, twins mom, and then the wadi mo in koye
Musa
mama.
owo anger issue
Okay.
asema ye ken na mabmeka we woni ne ka bibi kra na ne buafu na ne buafu woni ne kasa na me dem pese na me say eh me na me busa mo ko am I at the right place na wo de chese ye ntime ne won kasa ye ntime ne won ko nti woni de me ye me imagine say me ne no be kasa kwa ye kasa kwa but se pa say you know obefre me ba se ba me ne nkasa bibi e be ye deep ama na bufu onye den enkoba. Enti asem a making wonim se me ne na kasa nya be so na oni obi foforo nso kasa me de na mehu se oye mehu red flags bebree wo no ho
I want to
enti
go.
me de na ofra me kwa na afide mi
So,
me ne na kasa a ye nwie ye no me ono de na ono me kasa o but me ye kasa nya na me mafa me ho adwen se o we de e na me te train one day madam for be say sister me send you pictures me say mate akwa engagement aye wedding. And I'm
guy.
sure, maybe I'm a fan of. I wish him all the best. And I'm the chance. This time you're worried, yeah. No, me, asima me come meeting say, hey, or bakra wa worried, dear, or what problem? Asima me come meeting. On na wo bako na ene pictures in Facebook, na gu social media na ade. Inti way, na asima make 2 weeks ago. So many years ago, asima na make too. 2 weeks
Okay.
ago, wabija message me TikTok say, hey. Say chua enti wo share get in touch na me gusa mo say ah na wo dey say me dey me no ni get in touch enti no en ba me twa na bibi say me dey me friend and na me friend no say eh enti ka me nja me message ama na me say ka me tim kakra wo mu wo sisa ye me nja message ama wa enka wo nye dey enka wo friend me na me say o say me ni uni free me timi baby na wo nso be enti no start say o kasa na obusa say nkla na me say onyame adom mo ye na me say okay nkla na o si no start say o kasa ah,
Oh,
ade
that's
chi a wa frame nam say, ade na wo frame me, bisa no, wo ne wo yire net, ade na wo san frame me. Me
mm-hmm.
mpesa, wo ka say me fro, me busa wa say issue bi, me mpesa ye be yes
That's
ha ye bi.
right.
Ye kasa san afi de, oh, ye plan vacation am say, hey, wa fom kwan. Ade ntina ye plan for vacation. Ye kasa no, kasa nu anu hu say, me ne me yire agya nam say, hey, wo ne wo first wife worry yen, wo ne ne wumienu wagya, na wo san kwa worry girl we. E na wo ne na agya na me de ye ware me enye
American
nyame na
visa.
atua wo ka me se nyame na atua wo ka woni bibi ma enne ma me fa wo se me brother na me advice wo you need to work on yourself I was so called therapy because one hwe yi a wo be ware ma 10 what as fast as so me de me no kasa kakra ba metimi aka che wo say ni despite the fact that me nye perfect but de wo ye no oba bi no this modern world are away our best so even a minute until you need to work on yourself. So what was Second World War? Asa ko wo SIE na me na ofo se me de me yo team. Yenko tero yenko vacation. Me sorry. It's misramu. Sometimes red flags no you hu na ye bu ani eguso. Ubu ani guso a ukoma wana ebesa ebe yedua ebesa buabo. Enka se wenyi wedu eji wo mre twam no woyɛ sa wo akɔfa sa nkrɔfo ni bi na waware no wani gye da
No passem.
me block no because me dance me block no because what they are there to TikTok ah hey and I nice and I'm see unya hu hwe wo oba no na won de osa do bi e ware no me and I wo san ba na am say one for kana busan say
I
na
want
wo
to
fo say
handle no.
bibu sanse na wofo se mete ono be mani mi life mana e den na okeka no fitinako so pese me no kasa fan a ma me kasa yenko vacation na bibia because any vacation na me hwehwe this time me mani abrepa to ba bitina enti no ye mesremo muhu a se red flags na den mu twitwa so
No
ni
massa.
hwene mu bono ye kasa asantini kasa titinti a menim I so bibi kakra na ne buafu. Bibi kakra na ne buafu. Enti na bedu abi ono nkwa na betena. Enye se me ye yi but se de osite no. Se wan pe obi advice no wankoye ne ho adwuma a ankosa ne ho
Wisdom.
yare a oyare. Yes.
Is he a caring man?
Kokrabrem.
O say
Is
Tata
he a
takin bra
caring
na
man?
yema adofo nso emekasa.
Karen ne dey.
Like
Karen
Olivia,
obi a obi a me yare a me kuta me ami sika me say yanko McDonald's na me koto aduan. O si o mo aduan nye nu akogina Audi. E koto brodo ya fani we ni. Eh pa chow. Me say papa yakasa me sika o. O dey this it's not about me. Yakasa me sika. Well, I was saying you pay attention. Say your relationship. I was saying you used to love ne tone chain. Na and your mind. I was saying discuss about what you know. I was saying you pipe money you. And yes, I know my love you, I love you, love you. Oh, call no call and for the whole face
Twins
problems
ma.
na.
Yem
Me
pay
that's it.
attention me da se pa twins ma mesa aba wo ho. Mama ma yes sister ekuya ye ntie wansana ye movie on from emotional neglect e wa ware ma e so loneliness no ye wrap up no. De ya bobo so me pacho o mo anesen ye tie o.
You, Midase, for the opportunity. Um, information topic here very interesting, but I wish that one day we'll talk about signs of mental issues that could plague a marriage. So what I say, because new mama buboso na kakran wo ho. Oko de to sing. Anyway, senior na all can say. Sister Gifty Clue or mention nneɛma ne bebree. Obi wɔ hɔ a ɔbɛba te sɛ an angel. So what I say, and sweep you off your feet. My mistake, and I've been beating myself about my mistake. Nti me pɛ de bi to dwa. Na obi susua bi. Aware a ntɛm. Yɛnware no, be very careful. Ɔbɛma ɔbɛba wo nkyɛn. In my case, no kra no onye stranger, onye totally new to me, minim from Nkwalabrim.
Okay.
Oh, said the sister he can say. And I said, oh, you know that, but distance, time was
Tata
not
takin.
time. I bet them a lot was
Tata
not
takin.
time. I bet them a long time. I bet them. Tina me name who he was. I just know of him. I know of his family. I know of one of them, but I didn't know who he
Wasn't
was.
an outsider.
Yes, a cry, auntie. Being swept off my feet that quickly, no. Me beating myself about no cry. No. I think say I could give myself a little bit. I think say I could give myself a little bit, room because he wasn't an outsider. But Obema, like an angel, or sweep you off your feet. Say, anger, shene, ni relate if he has any, his family, if he has any. Oh, sir, as a man, sister, give the clue, okay. Obia or yet dismissive of your emotions or concern, or you kind of saying, what was the word? Lack of emotional
Neglect and affection.
empathy.
Empathy. Okay.
And you're very dangerous. Edru baby no be say they no can what bibi cry or pick information from your you were the word jumem no they do atem. I want to make sure no. Uni obi anya asem na wo your fault one you say one when mention and you might be brave you guys I really want us to talk about that subject but you don't have to stay anger. Sa lack of empathy, no. Ebe kuwa to actually ten. Me 8 months pe. I
And
walked
you
away.
walk out of that marriage.
8 months I ran.
You did.
Because I ran. I didn't look back because there were signs be after just 3 months of marriage. Na me ba ketwa edwane akoshe them because of his rage. Akwadaa no so mpia abɔnten. So on your mission. Their marriage was like, hey, when would they mention? Mo fata mo hu mo yese, and everybody thought he was the perfect person.
That's
Nobody would believe say this person could do that. Oh no, I can't me. Also, me the only thing is obia and believe you. This was like it was like married to a devil, somebody who was totally different to other people, but inwardly, no, close to him, no, he was a totally different person. Inti, mestre say mimi dear I'm me di too for. Very, very, very careful. Study a person and make sure say or he run out of all his charm. And son, what can I do? Inti miss me there, but I really want us to talk more about one day. Hopefully, you talk about that
I will.
mental
I
issues.
just
No,
wrote it down. Yeah.
why? So that's my contribution. That's it.
Thank you so much for being brave enough to share your
Yeah.
story with us. Nyankopon shraw. Yo, ebusuafo, yeah, to us no. Uncle Ben, yeah, my woman, says, yeah, dear, wanna, oh, yeah, stand alone for brotherhood, and then the sisterhood, child, where she has say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mekyia mo nyinaa.
yes,
Ahwehwɛ ma miss me yellow sour yɛbɛka ho asɛm later.
Oh, hello, sir.
Yeah, yɛbɛka ho asɛm
Oh
later.
my God.
Me-
What bella be? Free?
yeah, but me
See?
just me old school, but me yellow sour yɛbɛka ho asɛm.
Oh, Mate. Me dance.
Me can't be both sides. Settle the bi wɔ hɔ na sɛ yɛkɔ aware mu a yes. Sɛdeɛ ne nyinaa nyinaa ɛkeka no. Yes. Sɛdeɛ ne nyinaa nyinaa ɛkeka no. Red flags bi wɔ hɔ a yɛ mma yɛne nkɔ ho. Ɛtɔ da bi wɔ hɔ a obi wɔ hɔ a ontumi mfa bɔne nkyɛ.
okay,
Ontumi mfa bɔne nkyɛ. Saa nɔɔma no tumi ma ɔyɛ lonely.
okay.
Ontumi mfa bɔne nkyɛ. Saa nɔɔma no tumi ma ɔyɛ lonely. Ɛfiri sɛ bia na deɛ ɔyɛɛ na bɛtuma sɛ na so bɛtuma sɛ ne so a but ɔmfa nkyɛw. And ɔsa yɛ historian like sɛ adeɛ a ɔyɛɛyɛ bia
Uncle Ben, me patch
2025
me patch ebus.
ɔmfa bɔne nkyɛ. So bia ɔsa yɛ historian ka ho. Deɛ ɔyɛɛ no 2020 ɔbɛka kyerɛw bia de korɔ na wɔyɛ no ɔbɛka kyerɛw nti no wode no ɔkɔ na ɔyam hyehyew. Adeɛ a mekɔ yɛ yi sɛ na me wei bi hu no ɛno no wobɔ sɛ da bia na ma wo twɛn ho kakra. So yɛ ɔbɛma bi wɔ hɔ a yɛmfa no sɛ meyere ayɛ aduane. Aduane na medie na ɛdɛ. Menka biribi ankyerɛ no. But the aduane na anyɛ dɛ no. Ana okra aduane nyɛ dɛ. Sɛ ni sɛ nti wobɔ sɛ ɔbaa no kora bɛyɛ aduane aba na nneɛm hyehye no. Aduane bɛyɛ da na sɛ nyɛ dɛ. Ade na yɛ dɛ no ama na hu sɛ aduane no yɛ dɛ na ne ingredient ɔde yɛ no bo sɛ oh adeɛ we me kunu pɛ. Eti me de to hɔ. Like one wo kunu api anaso one wife api na wife sisi no ho na ne ho ayefe man hu se man compliment man hu se munya sa I say ayonkofa bi no mo ma ayonkofa no mbra so ho sa ayonkofa no ba say ube feeling lonely na enye emma so
Okay.
so se bi efa no say one oye ebu o ha me mema no brotherhood ebu o ha be ma bi o ha ope boost na ne je ho pa when it ho but also kofa ba ni boobs eketwa
Oh.
Ona mabonte a na wo hwe you know etum so ba de bia na so feel say me kunu mpami ana unsa ne mani nyina like my compliment on so of course one say why my compliment no ba be ma from one mabonte be ma from compliment no ba be ma from one mabonte be ma from madam why if tu be ma no be feel say anasa wo ba no se bia wa ma ukunu hwan kama mu pia bonti no bu oh bra watare de fata hwan efe na oba no gina ne nchen so anka hwe etu bebu ne se obo se utanye sa ba kro na sa de mboku se ade upena na na ade nti no hu obama na ano so sa be issue foforo so ho eti no ye onoma bi o ha momien sort ye ho out Mommy like here and say hono. So home. Mama yema communication no enye bibia enko yes I say obi ne servant na ti. Mo ye partners. Mo
Right.
mo mo ye madwe say mo bobo bra for modachi for say mo mama wo mu. So when you obi ne servant and also obi ne master na ti. So until no maybe oh say ye ne boko ye can sem obi am ye na anye ye menya open kyerɛ me be partner so ade am ye we ma anye ye fa kyerɛ me yensrɛ o partner no so oh me kunu wonu no ho ampa o de be kyerɛ no like ne nwa no bi ka bu a ofra adwuma ba o hye o boss akotete o be ka kyerɛ o ka kyerɛ na se de oni dua na ekasa
Oh,
it
feel
say o boss o
oh,
kasa
yes,
na o
stubborn
say
academy for stubborn
o say
academy.
yes o say on show attention na o say no amia wa no wajai. It's next time no. Okay, you na den tete okra na ba na da be shon na wo dwene na wo pe because o wife and answer o husband na be ka kire no no. On show bibia che so ofa wo de wo ye no adwuma mo won fa ho. So enti no mama ye sa ne o ma bi sa no mom ye try say ye ni your partners communication me hu ni say a play majority role e
Relationship.
relationship. If he say no problems be where mo betimi kura sort out and sign na money mpanyifo atena say e be sort to be out. Ko mo mienu bi enkomo no was ene dade a ye wa anya ni ye o. Me ye dey. Oh me ye say oh anyway they sorry. Na mani na ho sa bo say sort out. But we on control na ne buafu na ne buafu sa wo be ma kwana so ba no nim de wa ya enti no o partner buafu. Sa antetim na kakra sa fe de bo so why lonely. Why worry o ne na ti dan mu. One na ti dan mu so no uf te say de nkwa na ote. Wo say esa pe na wo pe abonte na na akopɛ obi ni na di nkomo ko say nipa. Etubo sa abonte obi o ha through esa Facebook on na mo benya odamfo bi a ore ne be di nkomo. And the more so no obi di nkomo. Utra anye ya onye obi a oyɛ wadwiri mu odu a utra anye ya na ukonya bibi ama nsa nipa kro no. So enti no ye adwese ye worry and na say ye build a relationship no. And you may be who's emwa now catch any pakono who wants sa fa ho adwen. Kotere bi wo ha nipa no wanyini wadi be 30 years. That's why sa no maybe one sa 2 days no ensa no.
Okay.
It's so untimi a fa ho adwen yes abokwa worry but be you said you single. Ti kakra me de be for the meantime no.
Me da say e pa Uncle Ben. Ye da say okode bra be kan de wo kan ache say ye physical one so.
Yeah, me ye be ko hokra na. Me say se wo ware nipa o te sa wo ho. Da bia na meet new cases. Eti no, ete sa dambo. Ete sa dambo kire se one, oni nipa ne te no. Se de ye bra ne kan ye na. Atade na efa wonka.
Oh.
Enye fa onka, aduane na da onka, enye da onka. Eti eba ne sa na wo se komote bi oti abonte o. Hey, sister, na de wo efo. Na fe question with thought. Really, am I the one that he's talking to?
Oh.
Oh, sir. No wabisa. And remember, these things, and found no school awako. And found one unyansa uye di nyansa she utrim. And found any pabaya way.
Low self-esteem.
Our
Low
partner now.
self-confidence.
Yes, Nana was partner now one etino. Se nipa no emma wenijia, Nana. A show wo unipeduem ni bi ne saying, afe, o dressing crab sisa. And the funny thing about these people, no so say, Nana, yeah, any fan or cocoa hen wabontain, or back at a woman yet. For example,
Areho.
when one go social media, when I want him a down for young Casamin, Peso Bones or no mamma Casamin, Peso Bones or no papa Casamin, Peso Bones or no near Casa, a Juma will cry jay, mean Pesa or Becoha, mean Peso Bay, literally no, or stronghold no, Adiana is a pillis or a rabuno, or bubuno. Kakra na afei abeka wo ne mienu kakra na afei abeka wo ne mienu eti abeka wo ne mienu saa na ehonom no remember say wo hia no weakness bi a wo ka kire nipa ne niema bi na ade no ewo mu a no wayi ba ko ato ho eti eba ne saa na ba ko ato ho eti eba ne saa na ema awarefo ni bi no so ye be ma omo communication na say man be communication is sex Etubo se na ne partner no wabɛyɛ sex no at that moment no sɛ wɔde saa sex ne ma nipa na that's the little space a wɔwɔ a at that moment ni mu no obetimi ne no enya da ayɔnkofa na ka ne na koma so asɛm bi. What I say? Etubo se tembia no ɔpɛ sɛ ɔnya that communication nti na de bia sex saa na wɔde tata nipa no nti bi ɔnom so a nipa no kro no no wayɛ bɔne kɔ ɛwɔ sɛ ɔka kyerɛ nipa no sɛ no ade sɛ no wayɛ me no ɔno no mom hu abeg whereby so no kra mpo nyɛ bɔne bia. Just for the sake of peace.
No, ya worry for more asem na wo.
Worry for more asem na make nana. Ebi wo hono mo a ekoba ne saa no so obi wo ho ane de be ye ne kasa tenten. Kasa tenten no nana say ne micro you can say my microphone no be so mo a adansie no obedi obeto bibi nyo obeto abofo nyo obeto itali nyo bi ha na chese wo hu de enkomo de tudu ko si obeti ade amen afa ni age mic na firi ne nsam. What you say? Ebi ono susu nana eba oni padua mu a afa wo beba abre one term wo beba akokora ntem.
Oh, our loneliness no
microphone no there. Akode
nana Jeron enya sie ho de ni bi we ye proper
microphone no ya public announcement na say
say wo
maame wo so
microphone no wo di ahoma so ho ni bi we kura nye
fa de saa ba me
we nye cordless ni bia we de ahoma so so ni
nti bo wa kasa palande e mame
aha nti nana me di beba me wie no sankrofo no omo ye wo saa ma fe de nana wo ba belusu wo identity any ade nti e ba ne saa na wo afa u siki your friends a validation from elsewhere and then one hwe ya wo be dani motivational speaker ana wo be hu anu akoto obi fo na do abrabo ayen fa to no so nya wano de aba beto na ni ablo mass problem obi so ho no ma de hyewa wo de saa no anya adwemu yare ebi no munya omo a friend is saying monopause ntem
because of our be am omo ye lonely.
Yes, obi nya ne monopause ntem obi so ho no metimi da ne adwemu hawo obi so atimi da na akasakasa bi ho no ma ebe ma ne benya a time bi pa be hwe ni mu a say di panu share lesson na so wo pie free sa lions there no a oba abonti na no so abeye another transformer whereby so obeye replica of that ni panu on it now because the more now you are dealing with such people na wo fa ni suni bi nketen so na wonim it will be pie free mu a obeba no you have a lot of anger issues you have to also deal with you have a lot of things that you wanted to say you couldn't say it intino ni nyina show mu nti do be pen once obeye so no so ba be heal no nana one had the best year so it's an komoya edi na me sure say me yenye no enenkwa because this is a very broad topic nana e hono na nsem ni won impurities ni wono wo mo kasa go 2 days
you da se pa okode ye besa aba osubie
de na osu move on na mami
so be kakra you
ye bi
aye
ohun say loneliness no edeniema bebre eba enipa asetenem wodi ehwe se wone o partner me hu se nkofo bebre abeka bi ankreben